everyone, it's Abby Glassenberg from Talking Mystery Alliance. I hope you're doing really well today. We're going to be joined for our member spotlight by Sarah Walworth. Sarah is joining us from the Tech Editor Hub, which is a wonderful community that she heads up that helps to provide business training and expertise to people who would like to become technical editors in the knitting and crochet world. And Sarah is also a Craft Industry Alliance member. I think she's got so much expertise to offer, and I'm very excited to be hosting her as our member spotlight this week. So while we're waiting for Sarah to join us, I just wanted to mention that we're going to be at H&H. I'm flying out on Monday afternoon, and we'll be in Chicago for the entire week. Really looking forward to seeing everybody. We'll be setting up the booth on Tuesday throughout the day. At the same time, we'll be checking in on our various instructors who will be there teaching master classes throughout that day on Tuesday. And I'm also going to be attending the content creator meetup that's going to be coming up. Hi Sarah, I see you're here from the Tech Editor Hub. Feel free to request to join the live. And then Wednesday, I will be moderating the State of Industry panel discussion. So join us 8:30 in the morning. No extra charge for that. It's open to everyone who's at the show. And I'll also be introducing our speakers. Seeing you all on Wednesday evening. We have our member dinner. We have, I think, over 100 people coming to that as well. Hey, Sarah, I'm glad you made it on. I sometimes have problems with people joining for some reason, so here you are.
Hi. Can you hear me?
I can. Nice to hear you. Nice to see you. I was just chatting about all of our H&H plans, and I know you will be there. Very excited to finally meet you in person.
I know. I'm super excited. It can't come soon enough. It's going to be a great time.
Yeah, absolutely. So Sarah, I would love for you to tell us a little bit about the Tech Editor Hub, because this is a great resource for anyone who is interested in becoming a technical editor, which is, there's a lot of skills to learn to be able to do this and build a business at it as well.
Right, exactly. So here's the thing, is technical editing is the part of producing a pattern to sell, where a editor works with a designer to collaborate together to make sure the pattern is correct and clear and everything's going right, so that when the maker buys it, they get a pattern that they love to make and it works well and nothing trips them up in the pattern. And so at the Tech Editor Hub, what we do is we help more advanced knitters and crocheters who really love the craft and are totally, I would say, nerdy, like have skills in math and spreadsheets, and they understand the craft so well that they see problems in patterns and they love to solve it. And so we help them to not only learn the skills of tech editing, but also how to run a great business, because it is service-based and it's a small business. You are an entrepreneur who is helping other small entrepreneurs to make great patterns together.
Absolutely. And there's so many aspects of this. As a pattern designer myself, I can tell you that like your reputation really rides on the user experience. So if somebody buys it, you know, they have a hope of creating something based on your instructions. And if they run into difficulty along the way or multiple difficulties, or they get so frustrated that they eventually give up, you really are going to end up in a situation where not only are they not telling their friends about it, they're not going to come back as a customer either.
And that's the biggest thing, because the market is very tight. In other words, there's a lot of competition for your customer. If you're a designer, to get a customer to buy can be tricky. And if they have a bad experience, they're not going to want to buy your next pattern. But I have found with all of my knitting and crochet friends that I have here in the local DFW area, if they make your pattern, maybe just one pattern, or maybe even part of a pattern, and they love the experience, they're going to want to buy all your patterns. So this is something that we encourage in the Tech Editor Hub, is for designers and editors to meet up and to have a great working relationship where the designer feels like their back is covered. All the errors or the big errors have been found so that they can offer an excellent product that will have a place in the market and to help to curate super fans among their makers.
Absolutely. And it's great to have that extra set of eyes. We know when we write a term paper or we write an essay or a speech, that having somebody else read it or listen to it always improves it. So there's absolutely no reason why we should think that we should have to write a pattern without an editor. Editors are awesome people. They help us in every way, and it's absolutely something worth paying for and hiring for and delegating so that you have someone on your team who helps to make your pattern stronger. And then the other aspect of this is building the business, right? Because as you said, it's service-based. And so you need, sorry, my lawn guy is mowing.
Of course.
So
right now.
Exactly. Yeah, he did choose right now. So anyway, but you need to have business skills to be able to bring in clients and figure out what to charge, how to invoice them, how to build a client base, all of the rest. There's so many aspects of this, from do you charge by the hour? Is it a flat rate? Like, there's so many things, I'm sure, more questions that I'm even thinking of right now that needs to be addressed in order for you to actually have this as either your whole business or a piece of your business.
And this is the tricky part about being an editor. Like, we want to edit. We just want to be in the patterns, want to be doing that work. But at the same time, we have to run a business. So we have to do all the admin and all of the, like, getting quarterly taxes in if you're in the United States, writing agreements, fielding inquiries, and how do you do customer service? And this is a tricky part. So I also created a community in the first part of this year where tech editors who are working and taking on clients but struggling in their business, or maybe just need to be in a community where they are like-minded people, can come join. And it's a subscription-based model where you can join and then get the help that you need to build an excellent business. And I'm currently working through doing a better editor framework, which is all those parts of, like, your mindset, and how do you set up your back office, and how do you find clients, and how do you work with your clients to keep them so that you have a working relationship maybe for years or maybe even a decade or more. So this is what we do in the tech editor community, and it's been really successful. I've had some people, some of my colleagues, who were afraid to make an agreement or were afraid to set up a scheduling software for their clients to contact them. And then now they're doing it, and now they're getting great jobs. And it's just wonderful to pass on the enthusiasm for being a small business owner and realize it's not scary. You can do it so that you can focus on the great work that you're doing as an editor and not be scared about running a business.
Absolutely. And like there's all these different privacy concerns here, right? Because you're taking somebody's intellectual property before it's been published,
right,
and you're receiving it, you are reviewing it in depth, and you need to have an agreement in place, right? Because things can go wrong in that situation. We can all imagine what that, the different ways that could go wrong. And so an agreement is really important, and you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Other people have already come up with what this agreement should look like. So this is the kind of benefit that you get from sort of being with colleagues. And I think it's also really important to realize too that there's enough work for everyone. Yeah. So even though you may feel like, well, why would I want to join a community of people who are all my competitors and tell them what I'm doing? Because isn't that going to just undermine my business? I think you probably see that on the other side.
Well, when I first became a tech editor, I came out of other editing. So I was a copy editor before. And a lot of the copy editing in the greater world is dog eat dog. It's very competitive. And because I learned how to be a tech editor under Jolie Caparco, she promoted something that was very new to me, that we are in a community, we are not competitors. And it took some learning, but it was a revelation. It was a revelation in the sense of I don't have to compete with people because there's enough work to go around.
Right.
Being in community with my colleagues has amplified my business to be on a team, to have people I can rely on to send work to. They can send work to me. I can help when I'm stuck. Someone can help me when I need to go on vacation. I can have assistance. If I can't do a task, I know other people who can do it. And this has made all the world a difference to be inclusive and be someone who is building each other up and not trying to tear each other down to get clients, because there's a lot of work to go around.
Absolutely. And we have the same attitude at Craft Industry Alliance and feel like, there's never also any pressure to reveal your trade secrets or your secret sauce, right? So if you join a community like this, it's not as though, in order to do so, you're going to have to spill all of your, sort of specialness to everybody else. Absolutely not. Like we all have things that we hold close, and that's completely fine. But at the same time, you're benefiting from being generous and from being in community with other people.
Yeah, and there's a lot to learn. Like I can't know it all and do it all. And I love being with super smart people, people who know things that I don't know. And it's just great to network together. And I'm actually really looking forward to H&H next week. I just set up lunch with the editors on Thursday at 12:30, and I already have some people saying yes, they're going to be there. And it's just going to be great to meet people in person and to get to know each other and each other's strengths, so that if I don't have a particular thing that I'm weak at, I know who I can refer my colleagues to and my clients to. It's really exciting.
Yeah, that's great. So if people are going to be at the show and they would like to join you for the lunch, I think the sign up is in the app, if I'm recalling correctly, or also maybe also on the H&H registration site. Is that right?
Yes, and we'll be 10:30. I'm sorry if I'm breaking up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know. I'm not sure why it's breaking up, but okay. So Thursday, 12:30 in room 10. So that's where you can go in order to join Sarah for that lunch. And if you would like to be part of, oops, Sarah, you're breaking up. Hopefully you'll come back. I'm going to try to move my camera a little bit. If you would like to join the Tech Editor Hub, I would really recommend subscribing to Sarah's newsletter. Or even if you don't want to join yet, but you're thinking about it, I get Sarah's newsletter. It comes out every week. I'm a huge newsletter nerd, and I have to tell you, she has one of the best newsletters out there. It's always got really great sort of analysis and interesting links as well. So at the very least, head over to the Tech Editor Hub and sign up for Sarah's newsletter so you can see that. Sarah, are you here? I can't tell. Oh, no. Are you back? I don't
It's
know.
a cool,
I
it's,
don't know what's going on with my, if it's mine on my end or your end, I don't know. But I was just saying that your newsletter rocks.
thank you. I appreciate it. I have a lot of fun writing it. It's really fun to connect with people in the community and to be able to talk about things that maybe only make sense to us. And so I really enjoy it. Thank you.
Yeah, it's great. You're a great newsletter writer, and I always learn a lot, so I'm really glad I subscribed. You also have a Facebook group too, or right? Like I think I'm in this Facebook group, and I'm not a tech editor, but I find it to be very interesting anyway.
Yeah, it's free, so anyone can join. It's private, so it's just for us who want to be involved in pattern production, and it can be for designers or people who might be interested in becoming a tech editor, maybe, or just interested but not sure if they're there yet. And then it's also for people to advertise their services. On Saturday, we have a special thread for people to say, hey, I'm available.
Right, exactly. So that's another option for you. And I'm sure it's linked to from the Tech Editor Hub website, so that if you wanted to find it and join the first Facebook group, that you can do that too. So that's two sort of entry points that are easy and low barrier to entry, don't require any financial commitment, but you can sort of get a feel for what Sarah's up to at the Tech Editor Hub and get started there. And Sarah, I know you have news coming out sort of later in the fall. I'm not going to spoil what that is, but maybe we'll have you back on then to talk about that.
Fantastic. I'd love that.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm sorry for like internet craziness today, but I'm still glad that we had the opportunity to connect. And I hope to see you. I'm sure I will get a chance to see you and give you a hug at H&H. And to just tell people where they can go to follow along with the Tech Editor Hub, so that they know where to head over to.
You can go to, it's at the Tech Editor Hub on all the places, and
Okay.
techeditorhub.com.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Sarah. Thanks everybody who joined us today. See you next week and back here in 2 weeks for our next member spotlight.
Thank you.
Bye.